Good. All right. So here is what caused him to go into a total blind panic the other day. It was about 4 or 5 days ago. It is this little circ single right here. And I've been using this circ single, see right there, for years. I don't know how many years, at least a dozen. And I've never had a horse get scared of it until him. He's the first one. Okay? And at first I thought what scared him was the pressure around his belly, but I had prepared him for that by putting ropes around his belly and tightening those ropes, and he's fine with pressure around his tummy. So eventually I figured out what scared him was the little jingle bell noises that come from the rings that are on this circ single. And it never, like I say, it never happened before. So, you know, I guess you'd say I made a mistake. I make them every day, I suppose. So that right there, when I put this on him and he started moving, he went into a total blind panic. He started running around this round pen, full blast, bucking, squalling, bawling, and body slamming against the fence. Yeah. And he did that for, I don't know, 3 or 4 or 5 minutes. And then he gradually got over it. And I left the circ single on him, and I thought, well, he'll be all right. And I left it on him, and then the next day, when I started moving him around again, he responded not quite as badly, so I took it off. And it's been off now for 2 or 3 days, but I'm ready to try it again. But before I do, what I'm going to do is this. I'm going to get my 30-foot rope because, and for his sake, I hope this is boring. Okay? I know the videos are a lot better if he does something crazy. I'll get more views, whatever, but I would prefer that nothing happened here. Okay? Because what I'll do with the 30-foot rope is if he starts overreacting, taking off, bucking, whatever, I'm going to try to pull on the rope and shut him down. Okay? I don't want him to overreact. I'm trying to teach him not to. I'll tell you a little story while I'm putting this on. I told you I lived in Saudi Arabia, and I trained Arabians for the first couple of years, and then thoroughbreds the 3rd year I was there. And I was training an Arabian mare for a Saudi guy. And if you've seen this, the Arabians over in the Middle East, you know, they're incredible, they're gorgeous. And the sheiks over there, they're not sheiks now, but princes, whatever, they like their horses to walk on their hind legs, do all kinds of stuff. Anyway, see if I can reach under and get this. I should be able to. There we go. He got a little bothered because it took me too long. Okay, I'll do it this way. So I was training this Arabian mare for this Saudi guy, and she was a little tough. She wasn't as tough as this guy, but she was tough. Hey, you don't need to do that. See, he kicked at me there, but he's just kind of reacting to stuff. There, okay. Oh, I had it and then I lost it in a second. So this is just everyday horse training here, folks, standing in the mud with a kicky horse. Sorry, I'll finish my story. So I trained this mare for this Saudi guy, and she was a little tough. It took me about 3 weeks before I could get on her and start riding her around a little bit. And there we go. So far he's being good. So this guy comes to me. I've forgotten his name. He's a pretty nice guy. And he goes, this is how they, in the Middle East, they address you by your first name with a Mr. in front of it. So he called me Mr. Steven. And he says, Mr. Steven, I want you to teach my horse to do this. You know, he meant rear up and do this. And I said, no. He goes, yeah. I want you to teach my horse to do this, like the boys on YouTube. I said, no. I said, I teach them not to do that. And he goes, here, I'll show you on YouTube. These boys out in the desert, they do this. And I said, well, then take her to the boys out in the desert, because I'm not going to do that. I'm not even sure I know how to do it, but I'm pretty sure I know how to teach them not to do it. Anyway, okay. So here comes the moment of truth. Can he move off with this circ single without losing it? Again, if he panics, I'm going to try to shut him down. I'm trying to teach him he doesn't need to do that, okay? So let's go this way, bud. Yep, he did. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, 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 oh. Okay. So that's similar to what he did the other day, but he caught me off guard. And you say, well, Steve, why are you doing that if you know he's going to do that? Because how's he going to learn not to do that if I don't do this? Hope that made sense. Okay. If I could think of something in between, I would have done that. And I did. I used feed sack. I've taught everything else I can think of. Okay, so let's let him think about that. And I'm being very careful he doesn't run over me. I think he can work through this. Okay. That was not nearly as bad. He went from a level 3 about to an 8 or a 9 there. So it wasn't as bad as he did the other day. Okay, listen. And what he was doing there, he's kind of looking to me for comfort. That's okay, but I'd kind of like to not get run over here. All right, so I'm going to send him the other way. All right, looky there. Whoa, 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 whoa. So hopefully you can see why I waited a month to do this, but now he's going to be able to work through this. So he went from that time he went up to about an 8, maybe a 7. Now he's down to a 5. So you take him up, you let him get scared, bring him back down, let him think about it. Okay, I didn't die. Okay, now stop sneaking in here. Okay. You can do this on your own. Good. And what's the lick and chew mean? The lick and chew means that his emotions are coming down. It doesn't mean they're coming way down. It just means he went from an 8 down to at least a 7 or a 6, maybe a 5. He's not down to a 0 or a 1. Okay? It does mean that he has the ability to think a little bit when he's thinking, licking and chewing, which if I can keep him below an 8, which is what I'm trying to do here. I'm trying to get him to move around. He'll go up to about a 7. If he stays at a 7 and not an 8, then he can work through this mentally and emotionally. Much better. Much better. Whoa. I really like that. He stopped when I gave him the stop word. I didn't have to pull on the rope. Good boy. There. So this task, remember I said you have 2 tasks. Number 1, teach him manners. Number 2, teach him to handle his emotions. This one takes longer, okay? It's harder for him. And this guy, he is trying his guts out. He's got a lot of try. He tries really hard, okay? There hasn't been one day he hasn't said, told me he's trying his best, okay? Okay. That you don't want a horse to get a habit of just pushing into you like that. And he's looking for comfort. I get that. I'm not his mommy. Okay. All right. Let's go this way. Good. Gus, hush up. Whoa. Okay. Go that way. Good. So this is getting better. Whoa. Okay, it's pretty muddy out here. You should watch where your feet are going. Okay. All right. I'm going to get over here. It's not quite so muddy. And yes, I'm being careful that this rope does not get wrapped around my legs. I've done this enough that I know how to do that. Okay, that's getting better. Whoa. Back up, back up, back up, back up, back up, back up. Okay. Go this way. Okay. It's getting better. What I'd like to see him to do is quit snorting. You probably can't hear the snorting, but he's snorting a little bit because he's still bothered by the sound. Okay. So right now his emotions are about a 6 or 7. He's not panicking, he's not running off, he's got an ear locked onto me, his inside ear's locked onto me. Ooh. Okay, good. So he's in learning mode right now. Yes, he's a little nervous and upset, but he's actually doing really well. Good job, buddy. So my next step with him, ooh, and the reason he came in there is because the dog was on the other side of the fence. He was shying away from the dog, which, you know, that's fine, but he doesn't get to run over me in the process. Okay. So my next step with him will be to start hanging things onto that circ single, which I am not going to do today. Okay. I will do that. I'll probably wait 2 or 3 more training days. Today's end of the week, so I will leave this circ single on him over the weekend. Just let him wear it in his stall, in his pen, which he did once before, and that was fine as long as it wasn't jingling, but now it will. So then I'll come out probably middle of next week and start hanging things on the side of it. And then we'll repeat the process. He'll get scared at whatever's hanging there. It'll be something simple like a, I don't know, maybe a flag or something. Probably just a flag, start off with. And then I can work up to milk jugs or whatever as he can handle it. So all I'm doing is just gradually teaching him to control his emotions. He's trying hard, aren't you, buddy? Yes, you are.